edition of the Real Sith of Genius. What we're doing today is we are going to be looking at the Rogue One trailer. I know it came out a while ago, but we have not had time with everything we've been going on to really look at it in depth and kind of check it out. I'm one of your main guys from the Real Sith of Genius, Ranger J 1999, and with me is my compatriot Finity. Finity, what's up, brother?
I'm at least glad you're your guy, because I ain't a guy, buddy.
I ain't your buddy, friend.
I ain't your friend, guy.
As we introduce South Park to Star Wars. Oh my God. I'm sure we'll get some comments on that. But should we take a look and kind of comment on this as we look at it?
Yeah, so I hope you all have seen the Rogue One trailer as it's kind of going through here. Ranger and I are just kind of give you guys what we think about it as we move along. So if you haven't, we have a link to the trailer in the description, so go ahead and watch it, and then you can watch us blab about it.
Yeah. All right. All right, here we go. I'm going to hit play. Great opening shot.
The world is coming.
Yay! Felicity Jones. And Forrest Whitaker. That scene made me happy.
That's such a great shot there.
Yes, it is.
Can you be trusted without your shackles?
Let's just get this over with, shall we?
There's way too much to be said about Felicity Jones and shackles. I have to restrict.
This is such a great shot, too.
We need to know how to destroy it.
That's so great.
I really like how even when they use episodes that are from like the past, because this is supposed to be before episode 4.
Right, that
there's
they're...
a lot of things that show you stuff that's already happened, that you know happened.
Yeah, the look.
We destroyed our home. Outside the Empire now.
I fear nothing.
Donnie Yen, such a badass.
Man, even in Star Wars, you can't mess with Bruce Lee's master. Not
Thanks. There isn't much time.
And that's such a great shot to show the scale of how big the Death Star is.
so much pew pew.
I know.
There is a 97.6% chance of failure. It means well.
I mean,
It's just, that scene is just waiting for you to hear, don't ever tell me the odds.
I know.
Make a real difference.
I mean, just look at this scale of this stuff. It's just incredible.
Are you with me?
All the way.
And of course, our boy Darth Vader.
Of course.
So I'll keep it playing in the background again and again, so we can just kind of keep it going. Wow, Rogue One, man! I'm super stoked for this movie. I mean, the more I watch this trailer, the happier I'm getting. So drink some water. What are you looking most forward to with this movie coming out?
Her.
Felicity Jones, you're such a cad, man.
I'm a very simple dude.
She's pretty. I like watching her.
They cast good females in like the lead roles.
Yeah, I do. She does have a good, strong presence. Felicity Jones is a hell of an actress. I think she's going to be incredible in this. I mean,
and all in small roles before this. Like, this is definitely her breakout.
I know, and just as we watch this again, just every epic shot, I mean, just so sweeping and scaling. And you saw the pyramids in the background, that is Yavin 4, that they were taken off from, so I thought, that's so great. It's really, I can't wait for this movie. Which character besides Jyn Erso are you really excited to see in this movie?
Donnie Yen, right there, man.
He's the man. I do like that the new droid too is going to be a different dichotomy than they used in the previous films. Because the other films, the droids were, they were kind of like BB-8, R2-D2, C-3PO, more the comedy relief. He is a comedy relief, but it's more like a dark humor. Captain says you're a friend, so I don't have to kill you. So I think he's going to be that kind of comic relief in this movie, because I think just looking at this movie that it's going to be an epic war movie. I mean, just look at that. X-Wing's coming in. I mean, that's incredible. That shot there, the AT-AT getting hit in the face with the rocket, that's so great. I mean, everything I'm seeing about this, everything I'm reading about this, everything I'm learning about this, I am just super stoked for. It tells a story which I think is really ballsy on Disney and Lucasfilm too. And there's, like, every time I see Darth Vader, I get a giddy. To do a story outside of the normal lineage of the Skywalker saga, which is the the trilogy movies, right? But one thing I really am noticing this movie is the war feel of it. Certain shots that they do in this, I just get a sense of Saving Private Ryan. I don't know about you, but I mean, I get that feel. I mean, what kind of feels do you get from watching this, and what kind of themes are coming out to you?
I'll be honest, with the whole Disney takeover thing, my initial worry was that it would feel a little bit more Disney than kind of the classic Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's actually kept true to a lot of the classic Star Wars feel. I don't think they've gotten rid of it just because of the Disney name. I think Disney has been kind of true to form here, so I was glad to just still get that Star Wars feel through the whole movie, or through the whole trailer. Yeah,
I mean, and if you just look at the cast of actors that they've got for this, I mean, this is incredible. Mads Mikkelsen, Felicity Jones, who else? I'm just going blank. Donnie Yen. I really like to see that Donnie Yen is finally in a movie such as this, because he's been in so many great movies that a lot of people don't know about. He's such an incredible. He's a really good actor, and he's such a good action star. So it's going to be. I'm really excited to see what they do with him as a blind, not Jedi, but someone that is part of the Force, the Church of the Force, if you want to say. God, look at these shots, just great. And so this is coming out December 18th. Disney and Lucas have announced that they're going to be doing a movie every year. So that fix that you're going to need, because kids, if you don't remember back in the day, back in our day, mine more than Finn's still kind of a child. We had to wait 3 years between movies. I think the first one was in 1977, second one was in 1980, Empire, and then 83 was Return of the Jedi. Then we didn't get another movie till 16 years, which was, Episode 1, Phantom Menace, Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, which came out in 2002, and then 2005 was Revenge of the Sith. But I'm really excited to see these standalone movies. This one tying in especially into Episode 4. I did hear that they are going to be bringing in, what's the actor's name? Jimmy Smits as Bail Organa. He's going to be in this.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's going to have a part in this because he is a huge part of the rebellion. Do you think that they may, this is some of the things that we've had discussion with. Do you think that with the show Rebels that they may do, I don't think there's going to be any characters of Rebels in this, but do you think that they're going to do like a quick little nod to the Rebel Ghost crew and stuff like that?
I think they may make a brief mention of it, but I think they're also going to be kind of careful about giving any spoilers to the actual series also. Yeah,
it'd be kind of hard. They were doing this for the Ghost crew. Too bad they didn't make it. Like, what? Oh, no! What do I do now? But overall, I'm super stoked. I think the movie looks fantastic. Now, we don't know what's going to happen. We still have to watch the movie, so, I'm excited because it is a Star Wars movie. How good it's going to be, I don't know. But from what I'm seeing in the trailers, it looks pretty intense. And I think it's going to be a major war movie. I think it's something that it looks like something they've never really done before with the Star Wars movies. So your final thoughts as we kind of close out our little discussion here on this, Finn?
I mean, I'm really excited by a lot of these things. There's a lot of really awesome looking battle scenes. It looks like they're building a lot of plot that helps to establish Episode 4 a little bit more than the end of Episode 3. Mm-hmm. And the one thing that I'll say is in this scene right here, where they knock out the AT-AT, there's a lack of Ewoks. I want Ewoks. Forget the rocket launcher. See, where are the Ewoks throwing their pebbles?
Listen, those are AT-STs, the chicken walkers.
Sorry.
The Ewoks wouldn't know what to do with those giant behemoths walking around.
And this scene right here.
Ugh.
If we think Rey is overpowered, can you imagine if Jyn Erso is able to take out an entire TIE fighter by herself?
I know.
She's gonna come back in the game.
Yeah, that'll be great. They are introducing the first Rogue One character for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, which is what we mainly stream about. But we're starting to branch out into other Star Wars stuff as a reference to the game we play online, and that we have mainly our channels devoted to. But they did announce that, for our fans that are watching this that are Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes fans, they did just announce the Pathfinder that'll be launched in September. That's going to start the introduction of characters to Rogue One, so that's pretty exciting. But yeah, these shots are something else. Ugh, it's so good. But yeah, tell us what you think. Let's get a discussion about this, about how excited, or maybe you're not excited about Rogue One. Leave comments. Tell us what you think, and be happy to subscribe to our channel. We're going to be doing a lot more of these. We're going to start branching out from the game, which is Star Wars. We're going to start getting into other things besides doing trailer discussions. A lot of good things on the pipe. So, any last comments, Finn, before we close everything out?
The only thing so this is my one hope in this movie. I don't know how much they'll actually show. Is maybe the upbringing a little bit of Luke and Leia before we get into episode 4.
I don't think so. I think that's going to be another standalone movie. I don't think there's going to be any reference. The only reference we might get, because at the end of Rogue One is where Princess Leia gets the actual Death Star plans, right? That being said,
you have Vader there too, which means Anakin's already made his conversion fully at this point.
Oh yeah, this is Darth Vader, during his prime, although we're going to see something. There is, we don't know if that's going to. I don't know if they're not going to deal with anything like that. I don't think that's going to be mentioned in the movies at all. It is going to be interesting to see if something does happen to Darth Vader. In the previous trailer, there was someone kneeling in front of the Bacta scene. We don't know who that is. It could be Vader. He gets hurt or something happens in this movie, and mainly because they're talking about from the 1977 Star Wars A New Hope, where Vader fights Obi-Wan, but it's two old kind of guys, it's real slow. That mainly had to do with just back in the day didn't know how to do lightsaber fighting. It's evolved since then. But they're trying to basically maybe try to incorporate some kind of story why Vader was a little lethargic and clunky with his movements in that movie. Because if you look at Rebels, the show, he does not move like that. He is a force of nature, which I think he's going to be in this movie too, so it'll be interesting to see if they do any tie-ins to that. But still a lot of questions, so if you got questions like that, by all means, fire away in the comment section. So on behalf of the Real Sith of Genius, thank you for checking out our little talk about the Rogue One trailer. We'll get more of these coming down the pipe.